What's going on, y'all? It's China Demon,
Mark Flip,
and Daniel Jaramillo.
Cool, and welcome to another edition
Get your hands
of
in there, bro.
Panel to Panel. What's this, episode 5?
I guess so.
Yeah?
Yo,
It's gonna be 5 now.
5.
Yeah, remember.
surprise 5.
4?
We're good. Surprise 5.
Ah.
Probably five. Yeah,
4 or
we're
5.
working on 5.
But
Yeah.
So let's start off. What we've been doing for 3 weeks.
I've been reading.
Cool.
I didn't tell y'all I could do this beforehand without me, but apparently that just ain't gonna happen.
I told you. Whatever. Anyway.
Like I can't make it all the time. So yeah.
Yeah. What you been reading?
What I've been reading, everything. You know, the only like 3 things I read nowadays. That only 2 of them come out every week. Superior and Superior. That's it.
Superior and Superior, alright.
I mean, like I read all news,
2
but
good series.
well, everything in the Superior Spider-Man universe right now seems to be really good. Superior foes of Spider-Man, Superior team up, Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
All new X-Men is one of those, I think, twice a month things. So
Yeah.
it comes out and I catch it when I can.
Yeah.
Ain't too much really going on there. Just kind of slow progression. They introduced a new character. But I need you to talk about Avengers Arena since you was the man in charge of that.
Was I supposed to be the man in charge of that?
Yeah.
you go.
So not even there.
You know what? It's
Yeah,
weird,
I don't
'cause
even want to talk. I don't even want to hear. I don't even want
it.
to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. 'Cause
Well, I need
you
to
ain't
tell
got.
him.
You ain't got nowhere.
I can tell him.
You ain't
So
got the epilogue.
you're talking about all new X-Men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
All
So
new
I
X-Men,
got to that issue.
You got to that issue.
Yeah,
too?
Which
where-
one?
I didn't get to that issue.
Right, at the very
All
the
new
very
X-Men?
end. Yeah.
The new one. Yeah.
Where they finally introduced that new character.
I didn't get
Yeah.
that.
See, but you wouldn't even know.
Well, we already talked
You
about the new
wouldn't-
character.
Yeah, we kinda already-
Yeah,
we kind of already
did.
spoiled it.
Blah
but-
blah.
The
I mean, but
advertisements
ain't nobody
already
ain't
gave
watched
it
that
away.
episode, so they don't even know.
Everybody didn't watch that episode. No. But yeah.
Yeah.
So what you been reading?
Let's see. I just got through reading all through the Battle of the Atom.
Ah, there you go.
Finally,
Cool.
I got through that
Got the
one.
story and everything. See, there's a question I want to know. What happened to that chick? The one that came for the future. The one that's basically Storm and Black Panther's daughter. What
She
happened to her?
stayed.
Yeah,
I
but
heard she
I
stayed.
haven't seen her since.
I don't know. I can only think that it's got to be in Wolverine and the X-Men, the new
She
comics
probably
that are
is.
coming out.
Maybe, yeah.
Because she stayed with Storm.
Is she not gonna be with the?
I don't know. She was not with the all-female X-Men.
Yeah,
group,
that's
was
what I
it?
was-
No,
Because
it's not with
last
them.
issue of that, they didn't even show her. They brought somebody else. They brought in like 2 other chicks. I
Oh
can't remember
yeah,
their names.
you read that one right with
Yeah, the
Lady Death.
Yeah, the Lady
Yeah.
Death Strikes Back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, and then they brought back what's her name?
I can't remember those 2
Damn,
chicks'
starts
names.
with an S, and she's that
Yeah.
that Alpha Sentinel.
Mhm. I can't remember.
They
Yeah, that's what I
brought
said.
her-
Like they brought her and they brought
And then
like this other woman
some
back.
new girl.
Yeah.
And I had never seen her
Can't
before.
remember their
Although
name.
she might be
That's-
from another series I've just had.
That's how
read.
long ago the issue was. I can't remember
Alright.
nothing. Like,
So no, that was
They
the
need to-
latest.
you know,
That was the
it's
latest
great.
one.
yeah,
That's how you know
they
it's
haven't
great.
put out issue 8 yet. Other than that, Uncanny X-Men, they ain't really put out anything new yet. Well, they did talk about like their shapeshifter guy. They've been showing him what he can do and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was in the latest issue. Next issue after that, I think something else is about to happen. But nothing really big. Uncanny X-Force. What's his name? I can't remember that dude's name.
Which one?
That
Wait,
kid-
not Uncanny X-Force. Uncanny X-Force, I haven't read. I put that on hold for a minute because I want that storyline to finish. It's with Spiral. It's a little Spiral,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna let that rock a bit. Cable and X-Force, that's the one I was telling you about. That guy, what's his name? I can't remember his name.
What'd he do?
Not the Doctor, not Cable, the other one.
The tech.
Yeah,
Forge?
Forge.
Yes, Forge.
Forge.
Yeah, Forge's mind is going haywire right now. There's a guy inside of it, I believe. It's something to do with Forge's past. They're still on that. They haven't really progressed too far above it. I think the next issue is about getting that. They may be coming out next week. So, or
Alright.
actually, it may be up this week. So,
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, so other than that, see, I finally caught up on that. And so now that I finally read that, I'm getting into Wolverine and the X-Men series, and then the X-Men series, the all-female group.
Yeah.
I actually stopped reading that a while ago.
That's the one I wanted to get into, but I didn't like really pick up
Well,
because like at the
yeah.
time, I all new X-Men. That's funny. When I wanted to get an X-Men, I ended up picking All New X-Men because I believe that was the title of it.
Yeah.
Then I went through and I was like, wait a minute, this is not anything to do with it. I was like, okay, whatever. It's still pretty good, so I kept with that.
Yeah.
And then Battle of Atom happened, and after that, I just picked up X-Men.
Well, All New X-Men, I mean, I picked that one up only because, I mean, I love the fact that they brought in the older X-Men into the fray.
See,
so
but
see
that's the
where
thing
they're
about it.
going.
It was a new surprise because I didn't know anything about it. I was just like,
Okay,
okay, let's go. I was expecting like, yeah, all female X-Men group about to start up. Like, wait, why are they bringing that old X-Men from the past to the future? What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's still good.
Well, I
So,
mean, that was the main reason why I picked up the X-Men too, because I like the idea of an all-female cast.
Yeah.
I was just, because they usually play
Yeah.
side roles, if anything, except for like X-Force, where Psylocke took over the team for a little while. But yeah, I like the idea. And then you got like in that comic book, you have Storm and Rachel
Yeah.
are at each other's necks.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're fighting to be the leader of the group.
That's really good.
And I think that's really interesting. And
I
plus,
don't know too much about Rachel. That's another reason why I wanted to get
yeah,
it.
Rachel's
She's
kind of a hazy character, man, because she's one of those she's the daughter of Jean Grey and Scott,
Yeah,
like,
from
the
another future.
Yeah. That
Another
came back and
alternate
decided to stay because I'm guessing fans liked her.
Yeah,
That's the only reason why
Yep,
she would
keep
stay.
Rachel.
Keep
Like,
her
all
in
right.
there. I mean, that's the main reason why they haven't set the original X-Men
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
People
basically.
like it.
Yeah,
People
that's
like
what I-
having her.
I get
And honestly, I think that people like having Jean Grey back.
Yeah, so yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, like the
I don't
new
think they
Jean,
care
I
about
can't
everybody.
really.
No, I really
It's
don't.
just like,
I mean,
all right, if you
It's-
got to keep Jean Grey,
Yeah, I don't
you
know
gotta keep everybody
much
else.
about
yeah.
Jean, so like this new Jean just kind of like it's throwing her. I don't know. Maybe like the image now for the new Jean is like she's different from the old one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
obviously.
course.
But like because she's been expressing so much new information or whatever,
All the stuff that already
she's gonna
happened,
change
yeah.
up obviously.
well, on top of that, I mean, you got to think about all the times they killed off Jean, brought her back,
Yeah.
killed her off, brought her back, and then brought in other characters like Hope Summers
Yeah.
and Rachel Summers in order to emulate this Jean
Jean,
presence.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
they
mean,
all sort of look like her.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They all sort of look like her, even though
Act like
Scott,
her.
Yeah.
Scott's got like brown hair.
Yeah.
And all the
Yeah,
girls that
all
are
those
born have like red hair or something.
Like,
But I mean,
okay.
Jean as an original character, Jean is interesting. She
Of
really
course.
is. She's probably one of the most powerful mutants out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they keep bringing her back to see
Yeah, well, what can
where
we
they
get out of
change
it?
it.
Yeah.
push off and all that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
at least
very
that's the only thing that makes
I'm liking
sense
this
to me.
this new whole thing with Jean right now is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a progression period. It's like taking her back to the teen, so she's going through a lot of things.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what she want to do. She's that kind of erratic. So, yeah, maturity level isn't there yet, but it'll get there maybe.
She's like the crazy redhead you
Yeah.
want to be all over.
Yep. Go for it. I don't know.
The crazy chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every time she comes back, she kills herself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or she kills herself.
Yeah.
Or she kills,
Kills
herself.
herself.
Yeah, one or the other. It's like
One of the
yeah.
three.
Yeah.
One of the three.
I mean, damn it, man. Every single time. I mean,
We'll see what
Battle of the
yeah.
Atom killed
There's,
herself again.
Like, yeah, like, yo,
Shit.
bam, I'm out of here.
Like,
Too
the
much
chick's
power.
just mentally unstable. One
Yeah.
way, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah,
But
it's true.
but I mean, I think the reason I've been reading this series because it throws such a wrench in the dynamic of the entire X-Men team.
Yeah.
I mean, because the one thing I noticed in Battle of the Atom, everyone, they or at least in the storylines with the X-Men, they keep putting them up against each other. Other than whenever they faced off against the Avengers,
Yeah.
but there's just this constant internal strife.
Yeah.
And the thing
Schism
is,
still in effect.
yeah, Schism
Yeah.
is still like, I mean, it's been running for the past how many
Yeah.
arcs now?
Yeah.
I mean,
Forever.
shit. And I kind of want to see all the X-Men back together again, because
That'd be cool.
I grew up
Yeah.
with the '90s X-Men.
Yeah,
right?
So,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
like I was leading
I wanna
everybody to
see-
victory
yeah,
with those
exactly.
horrible decisions, and
Yeah.
like Jean was still batshit insane a little
that
bit.
shit crazy.
Yeah, Wolverine didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was there doing
It was
his
like,
damn
yeah,
thing.
I'm the best at what I do.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Exactly. and I kind of miss that. I kind of miss that team dynamic that they have going. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like the separate teams that they have going on.
Yeah.
I do like how now you have this military Scott and this. I don't know how to even categorize Wolverine anymore.
You know,
he's
just it's like he's toned down.
Yeah, toned
like,
down.
He's kind of like a watered down a little bit. Like, you know,
he's
after a while, like a domesticated cat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
I kind of see him as being the biker uncle that you
Yeah,
like hanging
it's
out
like,
with,
you
but
know.
you don't want to piss him off. You know?
Yeah.
It's true.
Like, you know, you may, you know, quiet it down, but he
That
still
tiger you have
demands
as a pet.
respect.
But
Exactly.
you know,
He's still like,
want
he's
to pet
don't
it
want
too
to.
much.
like,
It's gonna cut you.
Yeah,
It's gonna cut you.
Oh, man.
that's how it is, you know.
I mean, I do
Taking
like
it down a
that,
notch.
and I kind of like how they're kind of how over the years they've kind of redeemed Wolverine as being because you know originally they started
he
him
was
off
just
as that
whatever.
like
I'm in there.
samurai,
Yeah.
that
Gotta
rogue samurai.
get,
And now he's kind of like owned up to all his responsibilities and all that, and that's cool. I don't know what they're doing with him now.
I don't
The
know
new
what's going on in
series,
that
I've been
Savage
That comic,
Wolverine.
we don't need it.
I've been sticking with the
What?
Savage Wolverine.
That doesn't
Yeah, we don't
exist.
stick
What do
with
you,
I'll stick
Savage
to the
Wolverine.
what's this other
Savage
Wolverine you
Wolverine's
speak of?
good.
That doesn't exist.
That guy, we'll leave him alone. Oh, and I
guess.
found out what was wrong with him during Battle of the Atom. You know, whenever his
Yeah,
son
when he got
stabbed
stuck,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's got this virus in him called the shit. It's some sort of virus. That's
Now, what series does this come from?
I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it's from the Wolverine series, but I haven't been
Wolverine
reading it
X-Men?
enough to know.
Yeah.
So apparently he caught some sort of virus that hasn't been allowing his healing system
Yeah.
hasn't been able to get rid of it. So his healing power is focusing all on the virus, and so everything else is healing slower.
Yeah.
So that's what's been happening. I was like, okay,
That
all
can-
right,
Yeah,
All right, that
I
makes
get
sense.
it.
Okay.
All right then. He's sick. All right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else wrong with him. Although they're coming out with Origins 2 soon. I think maybe before December. Or not before December, but before the end of this year. They're coming out with the Origins 2, and it's going to take place after the original Origins.
Cool.
So that's going to be pretty badass. Honestly.
Yeah, I can take that.
Awesome. Anything else?
Let's see. I've been catching up a lot on the Aspen Comics line.
Okay.
So pretty much, do y'all remember Fathom whenever
Yeah.
they used to have it? Yeah, so they broke off and started their own company.
Cool.
So they have I've been catching up on Fathom, which that has become it's still an action adventure book, kind of sci-fi,
Yeah.
but now it's taken a turn where it's almost gotten kind of political and almost like a political thriller type deal going on. So it's
okay.
different. It's different. If people have read the
Yeah.
original, it's gonna be really different. Let's see what else I've been catching up on. Soulfire is another one from that company, and that is essentially the rundown is back years past. Magic used to be in the world, then it went away for a little while, technology took over, and now some kid, and fairies used to exist back then, but they looked really different. They looked like humans, and dragonfly wings and all that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
So science went away for a little while, and then
Since you're not in the
you
video,
off camera.
I'm about to walk this way. They're like, who the fuck is that thing?
Yeah, so we'll just pause for a second here.
No, we're in there. Continue.
Continue.
We're getting these out of the way.
I didn't walk out the street.
Yeah.
We can edit this out.
Yeah,
Cool.
all that.
Cool.
Oh,
We
I'm
can
gonna
edit
edit
it out.
shit.
You can add it.
I'm gonna give it to whatchamacallit.
You're gonna give it a whatchamacallit. Yeah. Whatchamacallit got it. We good? No. How you gonna give it to him?
I forgot my jacket. I was freaking the fuck out.
Crazy. Did we start this? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. No, it's still going.
Yeah,
But,
let that rock.
Yeah, so essentially, you had all these magical fairy folk back then and all that, and then they went away because science took over, and then all of a sudden this kid comes back and he's supposed to be the light of the world. So he comes back, and now he brought magic back into the world, and this is way in the future,
I can see that.
2158, some shit
Ooh.
like that, And
I like
it's
that.
pretty badass. It's pretty badass. If you like sci-fi mixed with magic, and
So it sounds
the
kind of
artwork's
like the
pretty
whole
badass.
Hope thing, man.
Huh?
It kind of sounds like the whole, like, you know, after House of M, with Hope being reborn and
Yeah,
coming
kind of
back,
like that.
christening
Magic's
everybody
coming
with
back,
the
and everyone's
She's the
all
hope
going
of
insane
the
and shit.
mutants.
mutant
Yeah,
powers.
exactly.
Yeah.
mutant
The Messiah type of thing.
Yeah.
That's
Messiah.
going
Oh,
on.
that's
Exactly. Exactly.
Pretty
They've
interesting.
had that.
I give it that.
Other than that, man, what else?
How's the Sandman series? I know that was.
They haven't come out with a second issue yet.
Really?
Yeah, he's been late on the second issue. and
Speaking
I've
of
been
which, what about
anxious to see
Scarlet?
that.
Because, like, I haven't heard anything about
I
Scarlet
have.
either.
He hasn't come out with another issue yet either, man. And they left on a cliffhanger, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, what is this second Scarlet?
Bend it.
Yo,
Come
where
on,
is
bro.
it? I know you're working on a lot of projects, but
yeah, I need that done. I really want to
can't
see the rest
stand
of what
that.
happens
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I mean, damn. I mean, that series has been freaking awesome.
Yeah,
And I really
get
want to
into it.
finish it.
I
want
do
to
too.
finish seeing all of it.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of, you know, it's right on the cusp of the riots happening.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that last
Yeah,
time about
the riots are happening now. She's supposed to be leading the group into this whole thing, and so far nothing, man.
Yeah.
So far nothing. But
This guy.
I have read, what is it called? It's called Jesus Christ, Punk Rock Jesus.
Oh.
Oh
I
man,
know
this
that
thing, this thing is cool, man.
No,
All
I've
right,
heard that
so
one.
so
Who's
it-
that under?
all right, yeah,
Who's
literally,
that under though?
it's under DC, under
Really?
Vertigo.
Under Vertigo. Okay,
Under
that's what I was
Vertigo's label.
thinking. Like,
Well,
yeah.
not DC
Yeah, just-
wouldn't do that.
Bro, Vertigo was
Well,
in
yeah.
DC, so it
Yeah.
didn't even matter.
So DC did it.
Yeah.
Just
Exactly.
I'm kind of like
Right.
under the way. They're like,
Well-
okay, Vertigo, you handle this.
Well, the book is handled by this artist named Murphy. He's writing it and drawing it, and
Okay.
he's done other stuff like. Have you seen American Vampire?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you heard of that one, right?
Mhm.
Well, he drew that book.
Oh, okay.
And so he came out with this, and essentially what it's about is it takes place in the future where people can clone, right?
Yeah.
And there's this, it's kind of his commentary on today's society. So there's this reality TV show, and they cloned Jesus, essentially. They took the shroud of some,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
With
yeah. I
Jesus'
got it.
face
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, I got you. Like, yo,
Yeah,
get
they-
in there.
you know, according to the story, they were able to take DNA from that, and they cloned him, and they put him on this reality TV on this island, and they're just kind of watching the boy grow up. And essentially, what ends up happening, you know, they're trying to mold him to become the actual Jesus, because if you clone somebody, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's going to
Yeah,
be the
yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
You know, so they're trying to mold this kid into becoming Jesus,
Mhm.
actually. You know, so they're teaching him the Bible and all this. And then he ends up coming along, and you know, the producer of this show is really shady,
Yeah.
and he's doing all this shady shit constantly.
Mhm.
And so this Jesus, they named him Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus ends up finding out, and he's just like, "No, fuck this shit. No, I'm not gonna do." He does what Jesus actually does. He rebels, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's all about him rebelling, taking down the show, and then in his way to rebel, he becomes like this punk rock. He becomes a punk rock singer, and he's like,
That's pretty cool.
he's like, you know, making these songs about corruption and all
Yeah.
of that. It's pretty badass, man.
Yeah, okay,
I
yeah,
liked
I
it,
get
you know, and
Yeah,
the-
I mean, like
the
it's-
story not
Good
only
shit.
revolves around him, but it revolves around his bodyguard. Because his bodyguard is from Ireland, and they have like the Irish gangs out there,
Yeah.
like the Catholic Irish
Yeah.
gangs and
Irish,
Protestant
yeah.
Irish gangs. So he's like protecting this kid because he thinks that this kid is the reincarnate of the actual Jesus.
Yeah.
So he kind of wants to do right by him,
Yeah.
and so it becomes like, and the art is awesome, man.
Yeah,
and like I recommend reading that one.
That
It's
was pretty
badass.
good. Yeah. I
It's
see
pretty
that.
badass.
Punk rock Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Punk Rock Jesus. Look
Yeah,
it up.
yeah.
Anything
I
else?
think
I mean, look,
it's already in hard paperback or
really?
paperback now.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
collected volume now, so I pick it
so
up.
they got some
Pretty
issues
cool.
already.
Yeah.
All right, that's
It's pretty good.
Good job.
I don't think I was gonna I was gonna try to see about it, but it's only got 2 issues right now. It's like Painkiller Dreams. They revived that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna see about it. I
Man,
haven't
that
picked it up
takes me
yet,
back.
but yeah.
I remember that one
No,
from the
no.
90s, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't read
pretty
that one in a
old.
while.
And it was like, all right, we're bringing it back. I'm like, cool. Let me get some issues under it because I don't like to start up when it just starts up.
Yeah.
You
Because
gotta get that
I don't
build
like
up.
that.
You gotta
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
like, man,
See, that's why
dog.
I'm not reading, dog. I got a whole month to read.
No,
Yeah.
you
I got a whole
supposed to
break.
have that. What about Avengers Arena, dog?
They got a
Avengers Arena.
As
It's
all right,
over.
so it's over.
It's
so I'm
done.
gonna be done.
It's
We're gonna have a
been
podcast
done.
Monday.
No.
What
See,
you
now
mean,
we
though?
can't talk about new characters.
Yeah, we can.
We can't talk about
Just spoil it.
We can't talk about new characters. Actually, I wanted you to talk about it so I know what the fuck happened
All right,
to
well,
everybody
let's talk about it.
I want to know what happened
Right
to
quick.
everybody else. Since
I
already
don't know what happened to everybody
Well,
else.
I know what happens to
There's
my
a few
character. So that's the only person
I
I,
know what
cared
happens to
about.
my character.
But I want to know what
There's
happened
a
to
few
everybody else.
people-
in a new book.
No,
that
see, I
I
already
like.
know because I read 18 because it was in a mix
You
with
just-
my shit. Not 19.
You
That's
didn't
the
read
last
all of
issue.
them. You just like, all right,
No,
read 18.
Because I thought that
Skip
was the last
one.
issue, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just get through this, figure out what happens. I'm like, oh damn, we got one more issue left, and then like, I'm not about to read this bullshit.
See, which is weird. I'm technically on. I think I'm on 16 or 17.
See, bullshit.
The last thing I read, the last thing I read on Avengers Arena was not Def. Is it Deflock? Deflock?
Deathlock.
The girl?
I guess. I don't know.
Not the girl. The one that has
The
two personalities. It's a boy and a girl. They switch
I know
back
who you're
and
talking
forth.
about. Yeah, what about him?
She ended up Arcade. All right, so 3 of them caught Arcade. They was
Yeah.
about to take him out.
Yeah.
And then Arcade had this idea of telling the girl, the twin,
Yeah.
that she can run the show now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, I can do this."
Yeah,
and then
Yeah.
that happens. So she's running the show now.
Yeah, that was like issue 18.
Was that 18?
Yeah.
Well, I'm at 18.
You don't even know what issue is. Look, this is terrible.
I don't remember the numbers. Look, if we wasn't shooting on my iPad, I can give you all the numbers.
All the numbers right here. Damn, look at that.
Should have wrote down wrong.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you should have wrote
We
that.
read too many damn comics. That's what
I
it
read
comes
too many
down to.
goddamn.
You don't read enough.
I just don't read them.
You don't read enough.
I don't read 'em at all.
No, I mean, I'm reading. You know what I mean?
See,
I'm reading right
I
now.
read my comics like I read my like I watch my TV shows. You
Weekly.
know? Weekly.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Man,
I
I
just
get in there
I'm
when I get
behind
in there. I
every
don't want to
week.
hear that. I'm in
just
there on
behind.
each part. When I get it, I got it.
I'm
Man, what
behind
you talking
like
about?
2 months. I think.
Already in there. Every time
Oh,
the new
you wait
Spider-Man
till the
comes out,
volume
I'm right
comes
there.
out.
I'm getting this. I'm in there
Yeah,
already.
you
with
read like that
Spider-Man.
whole series and then.
I'm in there already, bro.
Yeah, we
Spider-Man,
know.
I'm on top of it. After today, I'm about to go get it again. I'm about to go finish it again. we about to end the Venom saga. Go to the next part. That's what
Is that ended? That ended already?
No.
Because I heard that.
Well,
was
it's supposed to about to end this issue.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
I
so
It was
can.
a
Superior?
3-part.
No,
Yeah, Superior Venom. Well,
Regular
they're about to
Venom.
go in. No, he called himself Superior Venom.
Okay.
Yeah, right
The
now
Venom
they're doing
series.
a
I
Venom.
haven't gotten to
Yeah,
Venom
they're doing a
series.
Venom arc right now.
Yeah.
The last 3, these 3 issues, 21, 20, 22, 23, 24. And it's supposed to end right here on
Hold on.
24.
Venom's calling himself Superior Venom?
Let me tell you what's going on.
Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, just let
It's calling himself
Basically,
Spider-Man.
this is what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Flash comes back. He's chasing down the Crime Master, 22. And what is it? Spider-Man's little spider army tells him about like Venom being around and whatnot. He's like, yo, I'm going to take care of this person. So he goes there to get Venom, not the Crime Master, but Flash believes he's there,
Okay.
help him get the Crime Master
Yeah.
and whatnot. So, we're like,
Yeah.
all right, we take out the Crime Master. Crime Master's a fraud. Basically, this dude that bought the Crime Master's identity, he was like, yeah, I'm about to get in the super villain gang, get this easy money. He was like, oh, can't handle it. I'm done. And Flash was like, all right, yeah, we got him. He was like, nah. And then Superior was like, yo, nah, I'm not here for him. I'm here for you. You about to take him out. End of the issue. So next issue, they come in. Flash is like, all right, wait a minute. You know me. Da 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 da. This isn't something Spider-Man would do. Kill me, without really, just trying to figure out what he could do about it. He's like, all right, I guess I gotta let you live right now since you can prove yourself useful. And I'm gonna try to figure out a way. In his mind, he's thinking like, yeah, I gotta kill you, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get rid of you while all these cops ain't around looking at me. Just give me one reason and I'm about to take it. So Flash
He killing
using
Venom.
this-
He punching girls in the face.
Right.
So like he takes Flash, and Flash is like, all right, I gotta get up out of here because this ain't Spidey I know. So he does his thing, distracts him, gets away. Essentially, Flash is like, because if I don't know if you read the Venom series, well, not Flash is on his own pretty much.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And he left
Yeah.
New York, went to Philly.
Yeah, now he's back and whatnot. So he's doing he's in town and he's like, I need help essentially, and well, because he had nowhere to be. He just came from Philly to New York.
Yeah.
Nothing new there. He's like, man, I got to figure out what to do. Who my
Wheelchair-
boys is.
wheelchair
Yeah,
thing.
and wheelchair thing.
Shit.
So and he's like, well, a name had popped up. He was like, man, I need to find out a place where I could just stay for a while. And I guess like he had overheard like on it was like a TV show or something, like on the newspaper read like, oh, MJ's around. I'm like, oh, MJ, yeah, that's somebody who would say, oh, better yet, I know somebody even better I can go stay with. Rolls over to Peter's crib. So, well, Peter's about to go, him and his new gal, they're about to have dinner with like his aunt and her husband and whatnot. And then Flash rolls up unexpectedly. It's like, hey, Pete, you mind if I just crash for a little bit, maybe, and whatnot? And he was like, oh, yeah, sure, man, no problem. And then, like, in his mind, he's like, oh, man, this is the greatest thing ever. He just fell in my lap.
Yeah.
Really?
Hey, really got to
So he
Holy
didn't.
shit.
I thought Flash knew.
No.
I figured he knew.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Hold on. Venom, because I haven't been keeping up with Venom very much.
Yeah.
Venom, who has Venom right now?
Flash.
Flash Thompson.
They wanted him to be a soldier for
Yeah.
I guess
Shield.
Shield. Damn
right.
it. Yeah.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
All right, so Flash has Venom,
Yeah.
but he completely took
Controls
over. He controls
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he controls
He has
it
it in,
in like increment. I mean, like, because they try to make it so it doesn't. Venom doesn't get too bonded with him, but
Yeah.
over the series he does become
Yeah.
bonded
He
with him.
like
Very
he misses the how the
Yeah,
symbiote works.
it's
You
yeah,
miss
very-
it once you don't
yeah.
have it. So
So I mean, and he has like an understanding with it in
Yeah.
a sense. Like it doesn't completely take
But once
over him
he-
like it does like the other one.
Yeah.
So he's still in control per se.
but
Alright.
it comes out
Yeah.
every once in a while.
Yeah, everyone's like, like, yo, fuck the Flash. Like,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, and that's what happened. And at the was it? He's like, all right, dinner. They have the dinner. It goes a little iffy because what was it? I don't remember. They were arguing about something. Peter said something. No wait, John.
The-
Yeah, the husband. He said something about Peter, neglecting his aunt for a couple and do business and everything. Peter was like, nah, man, I got this, da da da, whatnot. And Flash was like, maybe I should roll up out of here a little bit. He was like, nah, Flash, you need to stay a minute, man. I got you. Whatnot. He's like, nah, I got you, man. I got this because you're important right now. I'm about to go run this experiment, and it may help out my aunt also.
He's important right now.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
So he
Yeah.
takes him to his new building. His, he runs a business.
Yeah, the building.
Yeah. Parker Industries. So they take him there. He puts him in the machine.
I'm starting.
Right?
Which I'm gonna talk about. In a
Yeah,
minute.
okay. They put him in this machine. It was like, all right, man, we're just gonna run this little simple test of you. He's under the guy's like, yo, we're about to get you your legs back.
Yeah.
Essentially, because he's a wheelchair.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we're about to do this, and he's like, then Parker, he's like, all right, I'm gonna leave it over to my boy Emmett right now, who's cardiac, if you know who cardiac is.
Uh-huh.
You don't know who cardiac
No.
is.
Yeah,
I can't think of it.
Cardiac,
Actually,
yeah.
it
Cardiac-
sounds familiar, but I'm not.
He's a Spider-Man like anti-hero. He works in Parker Industries now. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he does.
Alright.
Shady
So
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't do shady stuff. He does like he's that underground doctor
Yeah.
hero.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's not afraid to bend a couple of them laws to get the
Exactly.
people the help they need.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
So he's just outside of the law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he,
So,
he's
he
helping
does,
people.
yeah.
That's his whole thing. So yeah, he does that. He's like, Parker's like, all right, leave me right quick. I'm gonna be right back. I got somebody come in, do something right quick. Goes out, quick change. Spider-Man comes in. He's like, yo, what's this? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just here to do a little diagnostics test, make sure nothing's messed up a little bit. And he was like, there was a little anomaly in the system, but oh yeah, I did that diagnostics test, da da da. Turns it on. Very painful flash in the beginning. So essentially, what it's doing is like, what, Spidey, when you get in here, what's going on? He's like, just trying to separate you from the symbiote. He's like, that's gonna damage it, it's gonna hurt him,
Yeah.
What'd you do? Problems over. I mean, like, then the test was over. He gets up and was like, what'd you do, man? What are you gonna do, man? You crazy? Symbiote's hostile, He's like, no, what are you talking about, man? I got this under control. As you can see, you don't even need no more. You're perfectly fine standing up, walking to me. And he looks down, he's got these new mechanical legs. Out of nowhere, I don't know what he did, he got that. So it's like he separated.
Page 1 and 2.
Right.
He separated
the
mechanical. Cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It came from his blood.
He separated like the symbiote successfully, and he gave him the ability to walk again. But the Venom symbiote is still there, and now it refers to itself as we are superior Venom.
The Venom itself.
Yes.
But the symbiote's not.
So
it is not bonded to anybody
it's,
right now.
It's Superior Spider-Man, Flash, and a symbiote.
Yes.
That is superior
Yes.
to all symbiotes.
Yes.
Goddamn.
Hold on, so the
I like
symbiote it like takes on human form. It's just not a blob.
Yeah, it's got like
It's
it's
his
still
steel suit?
It's a
his
suit. It's essentially
Okay,
like a
so
suit with
he-
nobody in it.
Venom made a symbiote
It's not
suit.
the
which-
same suit that Venom is wearing. It's like a play off of what the new
Spider-Man is. Okay.
Really?
Huh.
So he took.
Interesting.
So the Venom created its own
Self.
personality now.
I guess.
Well,
It already had
but
one.
like it's
Yeah.
by itself. It's not bonded to
some,
anybody.
some
Damn.
cool shit.
Yeah, and it's got a humanoid appearance.
So he doesn't. So essentially, Venom doesn't gotta worry about a human conscience anymore.
Right now, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen because, like I said, the latest issue drops today. So I gotta go and figure out.
Is that the Venom issue? Or
Yeah,
is
it's the Venom
the
issue.
last-
This
okay.
is gonna be the last Venom issue.
Cool.
So we're about to see what's gonna happen.
Well,
That should be very interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
like
check
that.
that out
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
check I
Yeah,
should have caught
because
up.
I didn't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, no, the
with
Venom series is
Johnson.
actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Him-
I was trying to figure out. Since it ended, I was like, okay, so what does that mean for Flash? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah,
But
He's
yeah,
it's,
got
it's
mechanical
a
I guess
very.
they gave him. Yeah,
I guess
yo,
he
he's
can walk now.
walking.
He's gonna be a regular
He
cop.
can run like a cheetah now.
Yeah,
Whatever
back
the
to
hell
that
he
good old
wants.
army. All right.
Then get them legs taken off.
This is boy.
So how-
Horrible. It is horrible when it happens.
So what happened? What happened to Flash Thompson to where he lost his legs?
It's just in the army.
He was in the
Oh.
army and he lost.
Something
He went to go save somebody that. If he would have left him to die, he would have been able to walk and stuff.
Yeah.
But he went to rescue him and he lost his
Lost
ability
his
to walk.
legs.
Yeah,
So.
and then that's where they was like,
No,
"Well, we need."
He still
you.
had his legs. It was just like he lost his ability to walk.
Damn.
But he had his legs.
Gotcha.
He did. Oh yeah,
No,
he
he don't have
did.
his
No,
legs.
he didn't
No,
have his
they-
legs. Oh
they
yeah, I
both
forgot.
blown
Yeah,
off.
his legs are gone.
Yeah, they were
I'm
both
tripping.
blown off.
I don't know why I thought he
But,
still had it because watching.
Yeah, that's a
been
very
for
good
so
series.
long. The symbiote like makes some legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever
That's
he
why I
has
was
the thing.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
symbiote already had the ability to create
Yeah.
a human form.
Yeah,
All right,
he's been
cool.
holding, making it morphing, making
That's
suits.
cool, man.
Come on,
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
remember that?
actually-
You know, when
oh,
Peter
I
used to
did-
never
I do
take
wanna-
off the suit.
I want to ask you about the girl. What happened to the girl?
Which one?
The one that found out. that-
Carly?
Yeah.
She is still
Is she
under
still
the
trapped?
hold. Yeah, she's still under the hold of the Goblin Army.
Cool. So
still
they
have
haven't
her.
touched that.
They mentioned it a little bit. They talked about the detective Watanabe,
Yeah.
the woman that's Wrath or whatnot.
Yeah.
She went to Mary Jane. That's another person who was mentioned in the issue. Mary Jane, she was at a club, had a grand reopening after the incident with
Right.
Vulture, where they went.
Okay.
Oh no, not Vulture. What's his name? Hobgoblin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And she went to her. She was like, "Yeah, we need. Do you know the last whereabouts of Carly or what happened to her?" She's like, "Nah, I haven't heard from her in a while. Whatnot? What's going on per se?" She's like, "Yo, Carly's missing." And she was like, "Well," and the last thing we heard from she said, "What was it? Have you heard from her or anything?" She was like, "Oh no, I don't think so. Whatnot." Then she was like, "All right, let me check my voicemails." Check the voicemail, and it was the same voicemail Carly left her like way back, like right before she got kidnapped. She was like, well, no, it wasn't before that. It was before that. It was like when her and the detective went to go figure out what's going on with Peter and Superior right now. And it said, whatever you do, stay away from Peter. So essentially,
So that was it.
yeah, the message basically said, like, no, it didn't do all that. It's just like, Mary Jane, whatever happens, stay away from Peter. And the detective takes him, so who is this Peter fella? It's just like, oh, you know, me and Carl, it was an ex-boyfriend or whatnot. You know,
Yeah.
he's a friend. Me and Carl, you know, mutual and whatnot. I haven't talked to him forever and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she was like, all right, well, I'm gonna need to go ahead and talk to this Peter because he apparently knows something or whatnot. So right now, maybe the detective and Mary are about to figure out. They're about to go talk to Peter about something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
to wrap
here's
that
a
up.
good
I
question.
need to wrap up that Superior Spider. I need Peter back.
You need Peter back.
I need
You don't even
was-
like Peter.
I
I've
do
been
like
talking
Peter,
about.
man.
I've been talking about
You
I
just
need
have
Peter
an extreme
back.
love for Peter.
forever. What
I
are you
just-
talking about? That's
he's
my
an
boy.
acquaintance.
Well,
Me and
here-
Peter roll back like I was like, what are you talking about? This is my boy.
well, this is what I
Issue
was
one,
thinking.
huh?
Yes.
All right. Here's the thing. Does Venom know about Superior Spider-Man yet?
I don't think so.
He
I don't
hasn't
believe.
attached to him
I
at all,
know
right?
he hasn't. He just knows about all Peter, this, that, and the other. But from
'Cause
what's
he
going
le-
on right
he
now,
left
he
right
said.
before.
This is the thing, like he said, superior venom. So maybe the venom symbiote knows something's changed because
Right.
in itself, it is also adapted to what the new Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
So it may have touched cross paths or what, and now it knows a little bit.
Well, I
maybe.
know in the series,
but I don't know if it
specifically,
knows per se.
when
Yeah.
they're right before Venom left New York the first time.
Yeah.
When he left New York,
Right.
Peter was Peter.
Yeah,
So that was the last time he seen him.
exactly. So right now we don't know what venom. I mean, maybe this issue. Who knows what's going on? Yeah, maybe. But all I know is they're all tuning up still for this big Great Goblin Revolution, which
Yeah,
I'm waiting on to
I'm
get
waiting on
through.
that.
Yeah,
That'd
that
be
ain't
cool.
coming until next year. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know,
Next
maybe
year
it's
is like
gonna
2
wrap
weeks.
up.
Only 2 weeks from now.
It don't matter, man. It's too
January
long.
1st, we get the issue.
It's around. It's gonna be the start. It's not even gonna be the
1st.
finish. It's gonna be like the start.
He's
New
gonna
year,
resign.
new-
So you're not gonna read it. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to wait
Read
until
it.
it's done.
I'm gonna read
8
it
months
issue
later.
for
Yeah.
issue. What are you talking about? It's not gonna be done in 8 months. It's gonna be done in like 4 weeks. Chill out.
Oh, that's short. All right.
He's
It's
gonna
coming out
he's
every.
gonna freak it
It's
out.
coming
Every
out
day.
every Wednesday. It's gonna be
Oh,
done.
4 miniseries issues.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
So,
cool.
other than that, what else? Alchemy X is starting up. Jonah wants Liz to make. He wants Alchemy X to start making spider slaves again. Also, and in head of that is Tiberius Stone. If you don't remember who Tiberius Stone is, worked with what's that damn
That
company?
good old asshole.
What's that company? I forget the company already.
I don't know.
The one that Peter worked with. What was it called?
Horizon.
Yeah, Horizon Labs. Yeah, he was with Horizon. He probably the biggest contributor to the downfall of Horizon. He is now a part of Alchemex.
Yeah.
Works with Liz Allen, and they were talking about like, okay, this is gonna be our best guy. He's gonna go work on these spider slaves with us. And like I mentioned last time, the boy Miguel, or known in this as Michael,
Yeah.
is gonna be there with him. So
Huh.
that's pretty good. If you don't know who
Alright.
Miguel is.
Say cool. I got it.
You know who Miguel is.
I'm gonna read it.
You don't know who Miguel is. You know who Miguel is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
Miguel.
Spider-Man from the future.
In the future.
The future Spider. It's great. That's also something I didn't touch on last time. It was back during the same issue when Future Spider-Man came through and on Horizons blew up. Julia had woke up from her coma.
Yeah.
And she just blurted this one message that was like, all the spiders are going to die, basically. So it kind of preludes to the whole Goblin era thing about to come up also. So there are going to be
Alright.
some probably more deaths in the
Crazy
Spider
shit.
People universe.
Well, goddamn.
Check
So,
that
yeah.
out.
And also, yeah, I don't know who's all affected by that because there aren't too many people with spider gift powers anymore, I think,
Yeah.
going around.
It's not
But it's
big.
just like Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl.
But even
Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman doesn't even have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's still a part of it.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
still a
like,
part of
you're
the
you're
Spider-
part of
I
it.
never quite
It's
understood
weird.
that,
I don't-
right? Because
yeah.
she doesn't have any spider powers.